this morning.
Yeah, it has. It's been messy out there. So here's why we're on a weather alert. We've got minor snow and sleet accumulation. We've got icy roads in many spots, and visibility stinks out there right now. So we've got fog, and of course, we still got some lingering showers. Icy conditions, like Catherine said, have spread south of Boston, south of the Pike. Central Mass especially looking quite icy out there because of those overnight conditions. But north of the Pike is where it's not just icy, but we've got some snow coming down to the ground. And we did pick up some accumulation. You know, Lowell saw about an inch of snow, a little bit more than that into southern New Hampshire. Right now, steady stuff really is in the process of winding down, which is great. It's just not going to be the most amazing afternoon you've ever seen. What you'll find is that by 9 o'clock this morning, temperatures have barely budged. A lot of our freezing spots are still freezing, especially north and west of Boston, where if there is some snow or if there is some ice, the only way to get it to melt is with treatment. So there may still be some lingering icy areas out there through even lunchtime today. This is the potential for a little drizzle, maybe a little freezing drizzle, maybe a couple snowflakes mixed in. This is not a steady or a heavy precipitation. I'd say this is going to be very easy to manage with road treatment. The problem is it stays kind of misty and murky into the afternoon. So we do have the ongoing threat of any kind of untreated roads remaining problematic. You can see about 33 degrees at 5 p.m. in the Boston area for today, and temperatures staying above freezing down across the Cape and southeastern Mass, which is a good thing. But murky and misty conditions this afternoon. You might still see some drops. It's probably going to be more like of that misty kind of damp feel as opposed to like a steady precipitation like we have this morning. But we head into the weekend, and I've got cloudy skies in 40s tomorrow. Saturday 45 in Boston and in Worcester, 44 Providence, 48 in Concord, New Hampshire, then 50s on Sunday. And you'll see that the pattern tomorrow is going to be a cloudy one, likely dry but cloudy. And then we head into your Sunday plans, and we have a passing shower morning or midday, and then we should very nicely clear out during the afternoon with some increasing sun. And as you know, the warm-up begins, and man, is the warm-up something to get excited about next week. 60s on the way Monday and Tuesday, and then there's a drop Wednesday and beyond. And it's because a front comes through. With fronts, we see precipitation. So between Wednesday and Thursday, there will be some showers. I know 40 sounds cool after these 60s to start the week. 40s are just normal. Back to you guys.
Hey, we will take
rain, ice. There's some fog out there as well. It's definitely a messy morning. You have to keep in mind, steady stuff is moving out, but we are left with icy conditions in some spots. Like this is how it looks, and this is how it's going to look this afternoon as well. It's just kind of murky out there. We've got spring forward on Sunday. Daylight saving time begins on Sunday. You lose an hour of sleep, but the weather does get better next week. I mean, we've got major melting Monday and Tuesday with a massive warm up. It's 29 in Boston now. Roads were wet. Of course, anything that hasn't been treated definitely at risk for turning icy. We've got that icy threat all the way south of the Mass Pike here into, let's say all the way down to about 195. And then north of the Mass Pike is where it's not just icy, it's been a little bit snowy as well. And there's not a ton of snow that ended up sticking in these spots. The big thing is it was wet and then it froze. So again, there were so many accidents that Catherine was tracking this morning north of Boston. So futurecast here, as we slide through the next couple of days, you can see the general trend is for a lot of our precipitation to wind down. What we could still see is a little drizzle or freezing drizzle throughout the day. Noontime temp about 34 in Boston, but still freezing in some spots north and west of 495, where again, if things haven't been treated, they could be a little bit icy. At 5 o'clock this afternoon, temperatures have barely moved. So what you've got outside now is what you have all day. At most mid-30s in the Boston area. I wouldn't be surprised if north and west of that, we just kind of stay in the low to mid-30s. Down here, probably mid to upper 30s. It's really not a very exciting forecast because it stays pretty static throughout the day. Over the weekend, this is Saturday, this is Sunday. We'll start with some 40s and mostly cloudy skies tomorrow. Then on Sunday, we're going to start warming up. Check out how conditions change over the weekend. This is your cloudy forecast for the day tomorrow. We've got a front that comes through on Sunday morning or midday with a quick passing shower, but then afternoon conditions on Sunday should get brighter and warmer. And the big thing that needs to be on your radar after that is a switch in our jet stream pattern, which allows warm air to move in for the start of the week, but cool air to return by the end of the week. So you can see we're popping like well above average Monday, Tuesday, highs in the 60s. After that, temperatures drop again Wednesday into Thursday as another front comes through with some scattered rain.